We are live in the new unit. Excited to be here with everybody. I got a great crypto update today. I look a little tired. We've been moving all weekend, been packing the last 2 days. But hey, got a new view. If you are interested to take a look at behind me, yes, that is the ocean. So it's a little bit more peaceful when I wake up. I can just kind of stare out and vibe a little bit. So uh, today we are going to be streaming on Twitter and on YouTube, doing a little bit of different here. Lots to go over. There is crypto regulation stuff happening in the US. I have some great updates. We're going to talk about a few seed opportunities that are coming up that may be of interest to you, especially if you are inside of the Cryptonairz Discord. It's great to see you, Girls Crypto Experience. Thank you for being first here. What's up, JP? Good to see you. Ariana, MMT, always a pleasure to see you, my friend. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into it. I know I'm a little bit early here on the trigger, but I have somebody coming to inspect the floor. Long story, but let's not get into that now. So let's try this. Let's present, share screen. We are going to do this a little differently here. Entire screen. Allow. That should bring the screen up for you guys. Great. We are checking it out. So let's take a look at the current market. Let's hit refresh here to get those most up-to-date numbers. Bitcoin's actually up 13% the last 7 days. We have been talking about this previously in previous Sensei chats. When it felt like the sky was falling, we definitely knew that was just a correction in the market. It usually does slow down like your end of March, April timeframe. And hey, we are coming back with a vengeance. The Ethereum is up 30% today. There are new chants about an Ethereum ETF coming. And so as you can see, Ethereum is up 30%, which is insane for Ethereum, which is great to see. Just to kind of top out the 100, let me just refresh these banter bubbles. If you are not just taking advantage of this new airdrop that is coming for their meme coin ecosystem that they're building out here, you definitely want to be paying attention to this. I don't know what's up with their website, why I have to do this, but hold on one second. Usually have to hit enter and then it comes back up. So Caspa is up about 4%. Gala is kind of recovering. Gala actually had some type of smart contract hack where somebody stole 5 billion tokens. There is some information I'll be going over about Gala in this chat. Just Arbitrum is up 6.57%. So there are some things like Solana, Near Protocol, Rune down 5%, but AVAX looking strong here, up almost 6%. Caspa again. Pulse Chain. Is anybody actually invested in Pulse Chain or anything that is on Pulse Chain? I did some sacrificing way back when, but that's pretty much the end of what that was for me in Pulse Chain. But if you are on Pulse Chain or you're doing things on Pulse Chains, let me know. I did want to bring up, if you do own the token Gummy, I had brought this up, before this token launched. There was a few things that you could have done to get a free airdrop that was actually worth like $2,000. Mine was actually worth $2,000. I ended up keeping the token so I could actually stake it. You can come onto their, website here, gummyonsol.com. Go to stake your Gummy, and you actually will be presented with this menu. I have my Gummy stake, so I am earning Gummy here. Let me just launch this. As you can see, I am earning Gummy. This is going to happen for 24 days. So if you have the Gummy token and it's just sitting in your wallet, make use of it, right? I don't have a ton of Gummy, but hey, I'm going to stake it and get this free new baked token. And, maybe I'll sell a lot of it. We'll have to see. But hey, something to take a look at. When it comes to Pump.Fun. If you are unaware that most Solana meme coin traders, a lot of these projects kind of, will start, or some of these will start on Pump.Fun. There's actually a bot that you can use, and I've shared that before in previous Sensei chats, but here is a strategy on how you can use Pump.Fun to actually maximize some of your gains. So what I'd like to do is I'm just going to actually post this in the channel. There's just a lot of information here that you could probably use to sharpen up your meme coin trading skills. So let me go ahead and share this with you guys, and you can take a look at that if you want to. I know some of you are interested in meme coins and some of you just want some alpha. So let's go ahead and keep going on this chat. BioFi. Okay, so what can I say? What can't I say? There's a lot of things happening with BioFi. The BioFi team is actually in South Africa right now. I don't know if I can talk about this. I think I can. So I spoke with Brian yesterday and this morning. Actually, he called me as I woke up, and they are doing a few different things with some big events to do with the South African government and the U.S. government, and they're connecting with a lot of businesses. So you actually have the CEO, which is Brian, which is right here. You have the COO. I think Chris is charged of operations here, and this is Justin. Actually, he actually helps the BioFi team. I met him in China. He's actually a really cool guy, really friendly. I really like him, and so they're all in South Africa, and so I do think a big announcement is coming. Whether that happens this week or it's scheduled to happen maybe next week, I will have some information for you soon. I do know that there is a contract floating around that has yet to be signed. I cannot tell you who it is with just yet, but as soon as I can give you guys those details, just know that they are in fact making moves. And if you're not paying attention to BioFi right now at the price that BioFi's at, you are going to probably I don't know if regret is the right word, but I think you'll be disappointed that you weren't listening to these calls of something big is going on behind the scenes. You should be paying attention right now. And I know that I have been sharing some of my thoughts and feelings with the Cryptonairz community. And I know there's a lot of people in the Cryptonairz community that do think something big is on the horizon. So Bit Mobile, if you're not familiar with this, Bit Mobile Tech is actually the company that BioFi has set up in South Africa. If you actually have a company that's set up in South Africa and it has, a certain amount of either a black owner or a certain amount of people that work for the company or are from South Africa itself, I think you actually can get some discounts on import export type of situation. So this is the reason they created a new company inside of South Africa, and they're going to use this company to distribute and sell phones. So that's really cool. And they've been doing a lot of these kind of college events, and I think this is really important, right? It's not kind of just what you're doing for your crypto community, but what are you doing for the community as a whole? And you see a lot of crypto projects and a lot of teams that are in here to make money for themselves. Very rarely are they here to actually make people's lives better. They've been doing a lot of these events. And the reason I know this, not only because I'm following their Twitter, but I get DMs all the time from Brian and things that they're doing in South Africa. And so they're doing some of these events with HVAC EDR, and they've been partners for a while. But this is kind of fun, right? And so you have Brian here in the middle, and a lot of people showing up to these events to get educated. And so I like to see it. It looks like, according to the latest, MEXC deposits will resume today. So if you weren't aware, BioFi just moved from AVAX chain to Binance chain, BNB chain, and for a period of time, the withdrawals on MEXC were stopped because they needed to move from the AVAX token to the BNB token. It does look like this is going to resume. And if you want to take your BioFi off of there, now you have that opportunity to do so. One of the opportunities that is floating around inside of Cryptonairz that we've been getting some information from you guys on, if you're interested, is Biga Arcade. This would be a seed round at $500,000 market cap. I do actually think I'm going to put some money into this, and we will bring this opportunity for Cryptonairz members. Let me just go ahead and play this real quickly. Really quickly, and these are some older numbers, so these are probably have changed, but look at some of these numbers here: 21820. So just people are playing this game. Total revenue about 22,000. This one's got about 56,000. Some pretty insane numbers for people just kind of online playing these games. And so I'm actually interested, right? Because we are in the middle of a bull market. Gaming is one of the hot narratives in crypto. And I do like when a company is offering multiple games, right? And this is a new model, right? So we don't quite know how this newer model is going to fare in the crypto market, but we do know there's going to be a lot of money flying around. And at an entry of $500,000 market cap, this is something that I'm interested in taking a shot at, right? I look for certain opportunities in the crypto space. And we don't always get it right, but we are right more than not, especially with the great community that we have and the team that we have inside of Cryptonairz. I'm going to let this finish. I'm going to show you the website. Personally, I think the website does need a little bit of work, but I mean, this is something that the team can definitely work on to improve as the project launches and expands. Okay, let me just show you this real quick. So if you want to take a look, they have actually 53,000 followers. And I want to break this down for you. When I first got into crypto, I was an average retail investor. What happened? What was the evolution of my knowledge? My evolution, well, I want to be I want to get into pre-sales, right? I want to beat retail there. Yes. No sound on the clips for YouTube. Thank you. All right, that's unfortunate. I'll have to figure that out. Sorry about the clips, guys. I didn't know that the sound wasn't working. I'm trying to do this in StreamYard, so I will avoid playing clips for the rest of this chat. But let me just explain this real quick. Um, how I see this working is that Biga or RK. Well, let me go back. I kind of got interrupted there, and so real quickly, when I first got into crypto, I was an average retail investor. I wanted to understand and learn how I could beat retail to the punch, and so I found pre-sales for projects. Right. The next evolution in pre-sales is actually beating pre-sale. And what is beating pre-sale? That is getting into seed rounds or VC rounds or KOL rounds. How do you do that? Well, you either have to know somebody, you actually have to be somebody, or you have to join a community that can share that type of access to you. Okay. And one of these opportunities, we're actually getting opportunities from kind of all over the place, but this is one of the opportunities that I'm meeting with the team later today at about 4 o'clock my time. So in about 4 or 5 hours, and I'm going to, we're going to ask some hard questions, try to understand what's going on with the team, and we're going to go from there. But if you want to get that type of access, you either need to go out and get that access yourself, or you need to be a part of a group that has access. Okay. Those are the only two really routes that you can take to get into VC type style, funding and things like that. So Big Arcade is one of them. The other one is Twin Protocol. We actually got into the strategic round for Twin. We got in at 5 cents. There looks like there's another opportunity brewing to get into Twin Protocol in the KOL round, which is at 6.5 cents. I'm currently speaking with Singularity DAO right now on how we can make that happen. I know there were some people that actually missed Twin Protocol. If you're not familiar, Twin Protocol is a incubation project out of the Singularity Singularity ecosystem. Excuse me. And it looks like there might be an opportunity to get in at 6.5 cents. So I will have all of this information updated soon. I need to speak with the teams. I need to get a little bit more information. But if you missed Twin Protocol and you want a shot at it, there's probably going to be another opportunity for you, right? This is the same opportunity that launch pads are getting. So how are we getting this access? Well, it's taking many years. It's taken a lot of conversations and many meetings and meeting the right people in crypto. Now, if you want to take advantage of some of these opportunities as they come over time, you can actually sign up for Cryptonairz. And you cannot be on a 5-day trial. We have a 5-day trial if you want to do this, like $99 a month, or you can save a little bit of money and do the 3-month. The 3-month does not have a 5-day trial. So if you want to come in and be a part of some of these early opportunities, I will leave this link here. I don't quite know why StreamYard is not allowing the clips to be played on the sound. I wonder if that's because I'm streaming on Twitter and what's it called? I'll get this figured out over time, guys. I just won't play too many clips and we'll kind of have a conversation about the rest of the stuff. It's all good. So let's keep moving here. So I was in a space yesterday with this project called AI GPU, and what the project was saying was very interesting to me. And I of course was hesitant because some of the stuff that they were saying, there were some questions being asked in the background, and this project decided to launch randomly today, and I thought there were some very particular, very, very interesting things when this project launched. Let me just show you this chart. Okay. Now you're kind of wondering maybe what happened here, or if this is a typical launch. But what happened to this project was that the team somehow either leaked the contract address, or the team, in fact, was in on what happened here. So I actually laid out the timeline here. So it's either a scam or the team is pretty incompetent at launching a project. So their Telegram channel posted the contract address for this at 3:10 p.m. Eastern time, and the Twitter followed by 3:13. But if you actually look at the deck screener here, let me just show you this. And this is maybe some lessons that you can take and learn, and try to better your skills out here in the crypto space. But if you go all the way down to where this thing started, somebody was buying an awful lot of this token before anybody else had the contract address. This is the same wallet here, this 96059A. Okay, and take a look at this, right? They were buying 1,800, 2,000, and they were buying millions and millions of tokens. The token supply here was supposed to be 888 million. Somewhere on here, it says that there's actually 1 billion tokens. And so either the team was incredibly dumb the way that they did this, or the team was trying to just scam people. Either way, it's unacceptable. And, the team has been in their Telegram channel saying, oh, this was a mistake. We're going to fix this. I don't know how you come back from this. I've seen people in the Telegram channel saying that they lost thousands of dollars. And look at this. This thing goes on and on and on and on, right? Look at all of these buys. All of these are by the same exact wallet. Now, I did see the team talking about that they were the ones that were buying up these tokens because they wanted to control the supply. Either way, it sounds scammy and it sounds pretty awful, right? And here's the website. Let me just kind of show you this really quickly. Supercharged GPU cloud for generative AI. This looked really interesting because the AI narrative is hot. We know the GPU narrative is hot as well. We've actually got into a few projects that had these kind of narratives in Cryptonairz. People have made some really good money. And so I was like, hey, maybe this is another opportunity. It turns out to be it feels like a scam. I don't know if you guys have some comments, or if you guys lost some money here. I know I was talking about this with no Discord stream to know. We're doing it on YouTube today. We have 150 people watching the stream. So we're just trying to bring some more people attention to these live chats that I'm doing. So yeah, I know this sounds a little messed up. This is, I just moved and I probably don't have something plugged in correctly, and that's probably my bad, but I still have a lot of stuff we're going to talk about here. So anyways, if you lost money on this project, definitely start speaking up. If you have some information about some of these wallets, start speaking up, start sharing the information. I know the Telegram channel has been sharing information on this project all day, but just be careful. This seems to be either a scam project, or it seems to be a project that was launched by people that don't know what they're doing. Either way, it's kind of unacceptable, and you just need to be very careful. There was actually a really great space yesterday about this, but turns out that it's not good. And just take a look at this. The person bought 213,000. They own 676 million of the tokens, right? So this is a huge red flag. They did a space here. If you want to spend time going back and listening to the space, it was, let me just show you which is the right space, because it's kind of hidden actually. I believe it's this one. You have to fast forward to about an hour into this space, this 2 hour and 11-minute space. And this is where the team actually started talking about the project, and people like myself, Lady Trader, Wolf. There's a lot of really great people asking tough questions. And, we actually have a private group where we were talking about this behind the scenes, and it just sounded too good to be true. And turns out that it is. All right. ARCX. We did a AMA with ARCX last week. It was actually a very early AMA, so I know a lot of people didn't have a chance to attend. We only had about 20 people in there, but it was very interesting. This is AI design jewelry, and they plan to use 10% of all money made to buy back and burn the token. All right. So as this grows, you're actually going to be able to, it's a deflationary token, which is really nice. And the team and the CEO behind this is actually a really sweet and heartfelt person. Like when we were doing a Wolf Spaces with ArcX, he actually was getting emotional with, all the support that he was getting. And so this is something that I have purchased some of off the open market. This is still a very low market cap. This is only sitting at about, this is actually not accurate. This is probably at about $1.2 million market cap. It's actually very low. I don't know why Dex Screener has wrong information on some of this stuff, but I do recommend that if you are interested in, AI, real world assets, tokenized wrong word, but you can do a lot of different things with AI and jewelry. You can have like designs. You can download the app on your iPhone or Android and play around with it. It's actually really fun. I was designing some jewelry myself, and I do think this project is going to actually get a lot of love. And it's going to grow. And so this is kind of one of the projects that has been under the radar. And I do think it does have some huge potential, right? I shared this in Cryptonairz on April 24th before it launched. People knew about it. So if you had the opportunity to get in early enough, you definitely already have made some money, but I still think there's a lot of really amazing things to come. They can partner with celebrities. They can partner with different jewelry companies around the world. If you are interested in jewelry design, you can actually build your own type of store. They're going to have all of this stuff where you actually can have their app represented on your store. There's a lot of opportunity here. And I think this is something that sticks out. Here is the AMA that I did. I'm actually going to share the AMA since the sound is not working ideally. Let me just post that here. Oh, I love it that somebody is on the Cryptonairz YouTube. Nice. It's probably Lawrence. Thank you, Lawrence. But definitely check this out. I will leave you. It's on base, so just don't fall for any scams. Take a look at that, and let's keep going. Gala Games did have some type of hack here. So Gala is potentially being exploited with a mint of 5 billion tokens, which is $220 million. Hacker has been selling in 100 ETH batches and currently has 4.7 thousand Ethereum left. Now, they have cordoned off this wallet, so this person cannot dump anymore. But this is and was an issue that Gala was kind of slow to respond to, or at least get out to the public. So here is the Gala response. A security incident involving the Gala token has been contained and has impacted the wallet. The wallet has been frozen. This is an isolated incident, the cause of which is being addressed, and we are working closely with law enforcement to investigate the individuals behind the breach. Gala is committed to maintaining the highest standard of security and transparency. We will provide updates and the investigation continues. Is it me, or does it feel like there's always, like every year, there's some type of Gala hack? I feel like they need to do something as far as their security goes. It just seems to keep having these type of issues. So it's good that this has been kind of resolved, but it was something that was happening over the last 2 days. And if you actually take a look at the Gala price, there was a huge dip in the Gala price, which has kind of rebounded some, but there was definitely probably some people that made a little bit of money on this. This thing, actually, let me go 7 days here. This thing dipped down to like 3.7 cents, I think was the bottom, and then it came back up a little bit. So somebody made some, maybe made some money really quickly on just arbitraging that. But hey, anyways, it is fixed. We are moving on. I really wanted to play this video. So obviously this is not going to work. I do, by the time Friday comes around, guys, and we do the Friday's chat, we will be live on Twitter and YouTube again. I will make sure that my system is hooked up correctly. I just moved, and so I've obviously done something wrong. So let me go ahead and share this with you really quickly. This is kind of an update on what's happening with regulation here in the United States. The reason this is very important is because the US is the biggest crypto market. Regardless of what you think about it, it is the biggest crypto market. And there's literally trillions of dollars floating around the United States, right? And we want this money to funnel into the crypto market. We want new jobs being created in the crypto market. We want these opportunities where we can get into seed rounds and pre-sales, and we don't have to worry about the US restricting our access or projects restricting our access because of the United States' lack of laws that make projects feel comfortable in being able to include US people. So a lot of really cool things happening. What's up, Altfin? Great to see you, man. Take a look at that video when you guys have some chance. I will come back and play some of that on Friday once I have all of this stuff fixed. Okay. Let's keep it going. So what we're looking at here over the next few weeks, it should be really exciting. Bitcoin is going to revisit the range high of its reaccumulation range for the first time in the post-halving period. So the halving happened. We had we had a major dip here, right? We went from, 69, 70,000. We came all the way down, and now we're kind of back up here, right? So we had some reaccumulation here in this phase as well. I do think we're going to be heading to your $84,000 range here over the next 6 to 8 weeks. And that is going to be really good for the rest of the crypto market. So get ready, right? And this is where we are at right now in the current cycle. Okay. There is still opportunity everywhere. I hear some people coming in and saying, hey, have we missed it, right? There's opportunity literally everywhere. What I recommend that you do as somebody that has been through years and years and years of crypto ups and downs is pick a niche, pick an area of crypto and get really good at that area, whether it's deep in, whether it's AI, whether it's gaming, whether it's real world assets. Get really good at understanding one area of the crypto market, then branch out into another area. There's literally probably 25, 30, 40 projects in each area that are probably going to do 10, 20x returns. There are some projects that are probably going to do 50 and 100x returns. Just finding those right opportunities is really what's going to separate you from being the average retail trader to maybe turning crypto into your full-time job, right? That is what I think a lot of you are trying to do. And the way that you do that is to get really, really good at one thing and then move on to the next thing. Just like in life, if you spend time trying to do 100 different things, you are never really going to be good at one area of those 100 different things. You're going to be average at all of those different things. But if you start spending a lot of your time focusing on real world assets, you're going to knock it out of the park, right? And there's still so much opportunity. So remember, when we hit these little like peaks, I sold some, I think what we got into something, what was it? No chill. We got into no chill. It went up to like 3 cents. It kept hitting that ceiling at about $50 million market cap. We got into it at like 1.5 million or 2 million. If my memory serves me correctly, maybe it was a little higher. There's just so many projects, but what you want to understand here is when you're looking at a chart and a token keeps going up to that resistance level and keeps getting knocked down, and it happens over and over again, and we're going to go into a slower month, take the opportunity to take profit. I see people making the same mistakes over and over again, where they refuse to go in and take profits because maybe they believe that the token, regardless of what's going to happen in the space, will go up eventually. You're missing opportunities to maybe take profit out of something, put it into something else, or maybe take profit, wait for that token to go back down, buy even more of that same token, and then ride it up past that. So we still have many more months in this year. As we get into early 2025, there's still probably going to be a really good crypto market. As you saw from 2024, January, February, and part of March is usually pretty good for crypto. So if we have another 10 solid months of growth in the crypto market, lots of opportunity. Just you need to understand that you need to take profits. You need to put money on the side. You need to get ready for the next leg up. There's a lot of things that you could be doing better. All right, so Xi Games. We've been following Xi for quite some time here. We got into Xi nodes when they launched. We had the hardest time buying Xi nodes when they were $300. If you remember, I think they had like a few million people trying, or a few million requests to buy nodes at the same time within the first like minute. We finally got nodes at like $360 or $370. Now they're, well over $5,000, but it looks like the Xi ecosystem is going through a halvening period. This marks a significant milestone for the growth of Xi gaming ecosystem. Your unwavering support has been instrumental in our rapid growth and success, and we are grateful for your dedication. The road ahead: halvening events reduce token issuance over time, increasing scarcity by implementing a predictable reduction in token rewards. Halving fosters long-term stability and overall growth of the ecosystem. Staking thresholds will be adjusted per Gitbook. More on this later. Now, just like the Bitcoin halving, looks like Xi is trying to do something very, very similar. Instead of 4 years, it looks like it was 6 months is that mark. And this is going to obviously give less tokens per node holders, but it will also help with some of that selling pressure. Personally, I didn't love the way that Xi went about their staking program, to reward people that had a higher amount of tokens and nodes. It kind of really didn't focus on, those core people that maybe have, 3, 4, 5 nodes, but all good. This is free money right now. And I will be more than happy to take all the free money that I can get. How I usually do this in the crypto market, guys, is you find the right node opportunity, whether it's a gaming ecosystem, whether it's a GPU or AI, whatever it is. The idea here is to put in a certain amount of money. Let's say that amount of money is $10,000. Okay. If you can, get an airdrop, or you can make that money back within the first 2 to 3 months, that's really kind of like what I'm looking for, to make that initial investment back within the first 2 to 3 months. Then everything after is free money. And this is how you can slowly build a reliable passive income stream. Now, the bear market, you are going to have some troubles because obviously everything is going to be down. I am selling most of my cryptocurrency in this bull market. I do not plan to hold things on the way down. I made that mistake the last bull market because I didn't have close to as much knowledge as I have today. And I made some mistakes that cost me significant amount of money. I will not be making those same mistakes. If you are new to the crypto market, or if you've been here a while and maybe that you are just coming back, or you maybe have forgotten these things, plan accordingly. Take your profits. Go to bonds or gold or silver or whatever it is. Learn in the bear market and buy the bottoms, because that is how these people that make 8, 9 figures in crypto, that is how they're truly successful, is because they sell at the top and they buy the bottoms. You might not call every single top, but if you can get close, either on either side of that peak, you can be highly successful in crypto. I was going to play this. Obviously, there's no sound, so let's just keep moving. Introducing, so this is from Ripple, introducing tech against scams. Ripple is joining a task force, or joining forces with Match Group, Coinbase, Meta, Gemini, and Kraken FX to combat online fraud and financial schemes. Together, we are taking action to protect consumers and disrupt scammers. So um, this is great. This is great. I would have loved to have seen this 2 years ago, right? I think the amount of YouTube scams, Twitter scams, or X, whatever you call it, Facebook, it's been a lot. And I know there's a lot of people that have lost money. I've lost money on scams, right? I think, losing money on scams in crypto is kind of like, you finally being made a part of the family or whatever. Or I've yet to meet somebody in crypto that's been in crypto a very long time that hasn't been scammed on something. So it's good to see that these companies are coming together. I would have loved to see this happen sooner, but this is a start. We've been talking about Stronghold for some time. Guys, Stronghold is one of those projects that I think can do very well. Let me just bring this up for you really quickly. $47 million market cap. Okay. When you're comparing this to maybe XDC, obviously XDC is going to have a lot more partnerships. They've been around longer. They have just more things going on, but this is at 537 million, which is, kind of 12x from what this is. And then if you look at, XLM, this is probably close to like 3 billion. Yeah. 3.2 billion. And of course, XRP is 29 billion. Quant, payments is the biggest use case in crypto. It's not AI. It's not gaming. It's not payments is the biggest area, right? This is $1 billion market cap. So I do think SHX has a lot to grow. Also, guys, we've been talking about Velo nonstop in Cryptonairz for the past several months. This has done already pretty well for us. We were buying this back in October at 0.002 and some change, 2.3, 2.4. This had actually a high of about 2.5 cents, 2.7 cents, and has come back down. Actually, 2.8 cents. I still think this is a great opportunity. $140 million market cap. I think this goes multi-billion in this market, in this bull market. I think this can definitely. I've seen people talking about Velo to $1, Velo to $2. I would be happy to Velo to 25 cents or Velo to 50 cents, right? I probably would take a little bit of profit at 25, some profit at 50 cents. And then obviously I would hold on to a moon bag. But I've already made my money, my initial investment that I invested in Velo, I've already made back. So everything that currently that I have invested in Velo is free money. And that is how you can really start to maximize your crypto bags. Let me keep going here. There's several other things that I wanted to get to before. All right, here we go. Let me get some pineapple juice here. Uniting digital assets with CBDCs. The Swiss digital bond will settle in wholesale central bank digital currency. Congratulations to the World Bank Group and SIX Digital Exchange. What have we talked about for years on these channels? What have we talked about? We have talked about the stock, the bond, the derivative, money markets, equities, real estate, gold, silver, any actual real asset of value that is widely traded globally will be digitized and brought onto certain ledgers. And this is an example of some testing happening. And this says the World Bank has priced the first Swiss franc denominated digital bond issued by the international entity it announced on May 15th. It will be settled using Swiss franc wholesale central bank digital currency, or CBDC, provided by the Swiss National Bank. The bond issuer will be worth roughly Swiss franc 200 million or 220 million US dollars, it looks like. And will last 7 years, settling on June 11th, maturing in 2031. The World Bank said that this is it was the largest Swiss franc denominated bond issuer since 2009. So this is the future, and we are just now stepping into all the possibilities of that future. Can't play that. Brazil cryptocurrency regulatory framework coming by end of year, National Central Bank says. So let me just show you this. Here are some of the cliff notes. Brazil Central Bank said on Monday that it aims to finalize its plans for a regulatory framework for digital assets. It will develop the framework in stages, likely pushing back and proposed regulations roll out. there's a little thing blocking that. There you go. The Central Bank of Brazil on Monday said it would unveil a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies by the end of this year. Brazil's Central Bank Monetary Authority said in a statement on Monday that the development of its crypto regulatory framework will be divided into several phases. The staged rollout efficiency delays the South American countries' plans to regulate the burgeoning digital asset industry, a move that would provide a much needed clarity to the token and its creators. So Brazil on its way to crypto regulation. The US is on its way to crypto regulation, and then the world is on its way to crypto regulation. What do you think the crypto market will look like in 2028 or 2030? What do you think the market cap of crypto will be, 4 years or 5 years from now? I'm actually interested to hear what people's thoughts are. Salam, what's up, Scroll XRP? Good to see you. Damn, 198 people. It's great to see all of you for being here. See, and people are wondering why we are streaming on both. All right, let's keep it going. There's a few other things that we should get to. Any questions, please type them into the chat. Because I can't play videos today, I'll answer any question that you guys have. Top news from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Exciting changes are on the horizon for U.S. markets. In just a week, the SEC and the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation, the DTCC, will shift the industry to a T+0 settlement cycle. Yes, you heard that, T+1. Excuse me, I said T+0, I think. T+1. I was thinking T+0. So what does T+0 mean? If you let's say you sell a stock or a bond or whatever it is, some type of security, and you're waiting for that money to come in. T+1 means within a day that should be settled. That we are obviously, when we hold stuff like XRP, XDC, those type of assets, we are hoping for instant settlement, T+0, which is same day settlement. We're hoping that crypto and DLT are used on a massive scale, and the DTCC has been working to go to DLT for the last 6 to 7 years. It was called Project Ion. And it's interesting to see what cryptocurrencies, if any, will be used on a major scale to help settle some of this money. This is $2.5 quadrillion. Okay. If you don't know what quadrillion means, it's all good. That is $1,000 trillion. Lots of cheddar, lots of money. So it says game-changing new license, DLT MTF, multilateral trading facility for DLT financial instruments, plus DLT SS, settlement system for DLT financial instruments, including Central Securities Depository, or CSD. It also talks about trading and settlement systems, a combination of MTF and SS, directive, the world's most advanced capital markets regulation, access, global access for financial institutions, and direct access for participants, supervision, and EU harmonized regulatory framework under supervision of the ESMA. Timing 21x is the leader with a head start of 1.5 years. Awesome. So more adoption through DLT. This was just a quick clip of JP Morgan talking about how much money they move every single day, which is 10 trillion. The reason that Jamie Dimon is always out there talking shit about crypto is because JP Morgan makes billions of dollars a year by allowing other banks to use their banking rails. Okay, so if you have a smaller bank that maybe doesn't have the connections or access to get money into certain markets, you have to go to your Citibank, your JP Morgan, your HSBCs, your Swift, and you need to ask them to use their banking rails. And they'll say, sure, pay me this amount of money, right? And it's usually to do with how much money you're sending. They'll take a percentage of it. And it's very costly. And this is what crypto is here to disrupt. And JP Morgan is always going to say one thing to the public. And behind the scenes, JP Morgan, we know they have the Onyx blockchain. We know that, they have the access to buy the Bitcoin ETF. We know Jamie Dimon is going to say whatever he needs to hold on to that power as long as he can. Regulatory framework for digital assets. Here we go. let me scroll down here. So this says Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act. This is for the United States. The bill establishes a regulatory framework for digital assets. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission, also known as the CFTC, must regulate a digital asset as a commodity if the blockchain or digital ledger on which it runs functional and decentralized. The bill classifies a blockchain as decentralized if, among other requirements, no person has unilateral authority to control the blockchain or its usage, and no issuer or affiliated person has control of 20% or more of the digital asset or voting power of that digital asset. In addition, the bill provides the CFTC with exclusive regulatory authority over cash or spot markets for the digital commodities. Let me ask you this question, and I don't know for sure, but it says this bill classifies a blockchain as decentralized if among other requirements, no person has unilateral control or authority over that blockchain. Who gave the go ahead to upgrade Ethereum from proof of work to proof of stake? Because I certainly remember Vitalik Buterin giving that final approval. Don't you guys? I could just be remembering stuff wrong. My memory sometimes is not the best, but I do think Ethereum today is more centralized than it was many years ago. The Securities and Exchange Commission, boo. The SEC must regulate a digital asset as a security if its associated blockchain and is functional, is not decentralized. However, the bill establishes certain expectations to SEC regulation for digital assets that limit annual sales, restrict non-accredited investor access, and satisfy disclosure and compliance requirements. The bill also set forth requirements for primary and secondary market transactions. The CFTC and the SEC must jointly issue rules to define terms and accept duly registered exchanges from duplicative rules. Excuse me. The bill excludes permitted stablecoins from CFTC and SEC regulation, except regulated, I can't see that, regarding anti-fraud, unauthorized specified transactions on registered entities, it looks like. All right. What else here? I think that's pretty much the gist. I mean, it sucks that I can't play some of these videos because I really wanted to talk about some of this stuff, but it's all good. I will be back on Friday, and we can get into some of this stuff. Are there any questions that you guys have about any of the projects or anything that's going on that I can talk with you guys about, at least establish some kind of help you understand things a little bit better? I know there's like the Twin Protocol stuff. There's the Big Arcade stuff. I'll know more about Big Arcade later today. I'll know about Twin Protocol very soon. Oh, Monday the 27th, we have the CEO of Twin Protocol coming into Cryptonairz for an AMA. That is going to be zesty. Okay. That is going to be really, really interesting. Let me actually see here if there's a thing that I can do to help with the audio for the clips. Excuse me. Let me see here. Browser not supported for background noise remover. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do. Probably not that I've already started this, but I'll figure this out before still time for a Big Arcade. Yeah, we haven't started that yet. There's still a lot of time. And if you're wondering what the website for that is, it's bigaarcade.org. So let me just bring this up. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I think I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Let me just do this instead. Instead of trying to pull up something that I think could be wrong, let's just go back to this. Register to play on Big Arcade. Twitter, Discord, YouTube, white paper. Why wouldn't you have the website? Here you go. So the information is in, of course, on the paid side of Cryptonairz. If you actually go into the Discord and you go into the seed round area, which is under crypto, And there's a few things going on here. There's one of them talks about Twin Protocol KOL round, and the other is I think this is a done vote already, but this is for Big Arcade. But regardless, I need to meet with the team today and get some more information. And once I have that information, I will bring it to you guys. And I do think this is something that I'm going to toss a little bit of money at. It won't quite be the amount of money I put into Twin Protocol, but I'll probably put, a few $1,000 into this. Look at how much money this guy has made. This guy has made $230,000 playing games. Insane. That's pretty crazy, man. Imagine making $250,000 just playing video games the last few months. That's pretty crazy. Hey, Tina, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, so lots of time, Gary. Are you a Cryptonairz member? Because that's one of those things that you need to you need to be signed up and be in the community if you want access to that. If you want to sign up for Cryptonairz and you want to have this type of access to projects, like if you can't get the access yourself and you want to be a part of a community that gets this type of access, there's a link to sign up to the community. There are hundreds of people in that community that are all working to research crypto projects, to find the next big thing in crypto. And it let me tell you, I couldn't get to where I am today without the support and all of those people individually. Truly incredible. Just to see all of those people supporting each other, all of those people helping each other grow and learn and share information. You can get a lot further when you have hundreds of people working with you than doing it yourself, especially if you have a regular job, you have a family, you have hobbies, sports, whatever it is. If you can't spend 12 to 14 hours a day on crypto, it's very difficult to get ahead of all of the people, because you have to imagine you're trading against people who do this full time. Institutions, people that have an army of people behind them, institutions. And if you don't have your own little army, very difficult to do it yourself. XRP, XLM, HBAR, all great assets. Like those are, I would consider those long-term assets. I don't know. I don't think those assets will perform as well as maybe some other opportunities in 2024. I do think those assets will still be here in years to come, right? I hold HBAR, I hold some XLM, I hold XRP. Like I believe in those assets long term. But the majority, like I have a large sum, of money put into a select few assets right now that I think are going to do extremely well over the next 6 months, 8 months. And I plan on cashing it hard. Like I make no mistake. My goal in this bull market is to make $4 to $5 million, right? Obviously it's great to say my goal is to make $1 billion. Well, yeah. Well, you can't go from, having $1 million to $1 billion overnight. You need to, expand over time, right? So you need to make those steps, right? If you only have $10,000, you're not going to be a billionaire tomorrow. It's going to take a lot of time, effort, energy, research, knowledge. Grit, sacrifice. All of those things are going to go into you being very successful. And if you can't put in that time, you need to be a part of community that can help you limit some of that time. Crypto billionaire Tina, I love it. I love it, Tina. I'm with you, girlfriend. Hey, I'm with you. What other questions you guys got? I'll stay on for a little bit, answer some questions. I do have somebody coming over to look at the floor. We might have another leaky washer and dryer here. So, plus it's a beautiful day behind me. It's a beautiful day behind me. The view is much nicer here. You guys remember the old view of like the mountainside? Well, now you have the ocean side. All right. Anybody have anything that they would ask? Any questions about any of the information that we went over? There's 277 of you here. TA on SHIB, please. Saul, two things. I am not a TA expert, and I sold my Shiba Inu a long time ago, but I will bring up Shiba Inu here, but I am not a TA expert. If you want we have people inside of Cryptonairz that are TA experts that can pull this chart up for you. If you are a member of that community, my community, just ask and we will get one of the team members to do it. Let me ask you this, okay? This is sitting at $15 billion. Where do you think this is going to go? Let me ask you a serious question. So, where do you think Shiba Inu is going to go? Like, is this, 60 billion? Right? Are you that interested in that 3x? Do you think this is going to go to $100 billion? Like, where do you think this is going to go? Because personally, me, I'm not interested in a 3x. Like, if I wanted a 3x, I would have bought Bitcoin at like 30 grand, right? I think people get too focused on old tokens that really don't have a current use case or a big community that is going to push that token. Like, you're not going to 100x on SHIB. You're not going to 50x on SHIB. You probably won't 10x on SHIB, right? A 10x on SHIB right now is 150 billion. Is it that interesting? I don't know. I don't know, Saul. I would refocus my time other places, to be honest with you. I think there's a lot of other crypto assets that you could probably get into and make more money in this bull market. That's just my personal view. Good luck though. I hope you knock it out of the park with SHIB, Saul. I really do. The 10x on SHIB already happened. Well said. Well said. Can it like 2x from here? Maybe. You're talking $15 billion though, Saul. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. Don't you think you might have a better opportunity buying something, maybe a lower market cap, something maybe like 5 million or 10 million that could probably go, a 5x or 10x? I think you might have. I mean, let's just, let's do this together because, often I am very criticizing of things and I don't, I want to offer you solutions. So let's take a look at some solutions here. So, CoinMarket, CoinGecko, whatever one you want to use, there's a lot of different tokens, gaming, for instance, right? I think you could probably make or do a bigger return on Beam or Immutable X. Man, I'm getting blown up now. I mean, a lot of these tokens are good, right? A lot of these tokens have already ran pretty hard. But I just think there's so many other probably tokens that you could buy that'll probably do much bigger numbers, right? Big time. I think that's probably a really good choice. I think Zai Games will probably hit a few dollars in this market. Nakamoto Games, like a lot of these tokens, we called a really long time ago inside of Cryptonairz, and we've already made a ton of money on these tokens. I think GMX, wasn't that called by, I think, Lawrence or Ideflect in the Discord or William? This thing did insane numbers. There's a lot of other things I think you could make a ton of money on, bro. Just personally. Beam was only 2 cents. Listen, like, let me show you this. Beam was called, so Beam used to be a company called Merit Circle. Okay. Merit Circle turned into Beam. This was called out when this launched in Cryptonairz at 0.0448. This has done a 600% return just where it is right now. Chris, like we called Caspa at a half a penny, right? Caspa is at 13.5 cents, 2,600 return. Like, there's so many other opportunities that you could have gotten into or still can get into than holding Shiba Inu. Buy Velo. Like, I would rather own Velo than SHIB any day of the week. It's not even a comparison. And I don't mean to pick on you, Saul. I just mean to help educate people that might have the same thought process as you. Now, I think I might think totally different from you. And, that probably what makes us unique and a little different here. But Shiba Inu does not excite me at all. So if you have a plan to hold Shiba Inu to a certain point, great. What is that point? Like, where are you taking profits? Where are you cashing out of Shiba Inu? You probably want to answer that question to yourself. How can anyone make thousands playing games? Well, Tina, I'm going to ask at 4:00 today. I'm going to find out, and I'll let you know on Friday. If I'll make you a promise, Tina, you come back on Friday and I will tell you what the answer is. How's that? BioFi, I think you're going to kill it on BioFi. I think you're going to kill on BioFi. Like, kill it. Kill it. BioFi, like, you just have so much upside here, right? Like, I can't help but smile when I talk about this. Oh, let me see my beautiful people. Let's take a look. All right. $4.7 million market cap. I would be shocked if you didn't see BioFi at like a $50 million market cap, $100 million market cap. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of growth there. A lot of growth there. We watch most of your shows. Well, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. It's an honor to grow with you. It's really nice. I mean, there's 224 of you watching this. Any other tokens you guys want to look up together or talk about? I hope this is helpful to help you learn from mistakes that I've made in crypto, projects that I've researched and the community has researched and the team has researched. There's just a lot of stuff going on that can really start changing your life if you make the right decisions today in the crypto market. You some of these decisions might lead to you not working ever again, right? Or you doing X, Y, and Z, whatever it is that you want to do in life. Casper, also 2 cents. So we're talking about Caspa, we're talking about Casper. Because Casper is like me, right? The friendly ghost. Caspa, the mining one, right? That's a long way. We do not play games. Yeah, we don't play games. Jamsy, how do you feel on Jasmine? I always get that wrong. Hold on 1 second. Let's pull this up. Jasmine. See, like, you guys, everybody has something different that they're interested in, right? I don't know anything about Jasmine at all. It's not something I put any time into. At $1 billion market cap, one does wonder, like, how high do you think this is going to go? The higher the market cap, the more money, obviously, that you need to really kind of start making some big changes. I really like the higher risk, lower market cap type projects. The reason being is I don't have to be right on every one of those projects. I only have to be right on a few of them. And if that's really the case, I can really make some incredible life-changing money. Okay. I wish you luck on Jasmine. I'm not in it. I don't know much about it. I can't add value for you. So I don't want to waste your time. Casper is an ISO coin. So guys, ISO, okay. ISO is just a new messaging standard. Some of these tokens are ISO compliant, which means they can be used in this new system. Doesn't necessarily mean that they will be used, right? The world is a very big place. There is a lot of money floating around. I think what I liked about Casper, the friendly ghost, was that they had the patent connection, right? I thought that could be a lot of money that could be digitized and brought onto that blockchain. And I like that you can upgrade smart contracts on Casper. I think that's really, really powerful. And you don't see that in a lot of projects and ecosystems. So that's why I like Casper. It just hasn't done jack all. It's kind of like owning XRP, right? Nothing really happens, but we believe that something could very well happen one day, man. Give me 1 second. I think it's the guy trying to get a hold of me to have the building fixed, but anyway. New financial system ISO 20022. They must be compliant with that. True, Tina. Very true. Well said. Either you watch my channel a lot or you are just amazing at knowing a lot of stuff. Either way, I like it. What else we got? Anybody have anything else? Zelfernide, what's up? Oh, real quickly, we are thinking of doing a Hawaii get together where we get together and we talk crypto. So if you are in or if you are on Oahu and you want to get together for dinner, send me a DM on Twitter or Discord, and we'll get a group of us together and we'll talk some story. We'll have some poo-poos and we'll hang out. Sounds fun. Late, got distracted. Well, you didn't miss anything too much. We talked about possible new KOL round for Twin. We talked about we have a big arcade meeting here in about 3.5 hours. Those are 2 seed round opportunities that could be pretty big. And yeah. Okay, Luna, almost done. XRP after the lawsuit will do even better. I do think so. I think that'll free up. I think it'll free up. But I mean, we still, I think, are pretty far away from true mass adoption and utility. I think we're still in a very speculative market and we're all still speculating on where we think these assets are going to go to. And I prefer to hang out in an area where I can get in and out of certain tokens, newer tokens, seed rounds, lot of money going into, meme coins right now. And so if you spend time learning about meme coins, that's great. But I like the last maybe 50, 60 grand I've put into the crypto market hasn't been live projects. It has been seed round opportunities, launch pad opportunities. That's really what I've been focused on the last maybe 4 or 5 months. Genji took over the trend line and the 0.50 fib, looking for the 0.79 fib. Awesome. Who is on the Cryptonairz team account? I don't feel like that's Lawrence. I feel like JP is on the team account. Summer's coming. People bring your family to Oahu. Yeah, if anyone ever makes it out to Oahu and they want to take me to dinner. No, I'm just kidding. If anyone ever makes it out to Oahu and you want to grab like a poke bowl or something, let me know. I know a few good places. And Zelfernide knows every single amazing restaurant on Oahu. So we can figure it out. I figured it was JP. All right. Anything else, guys? All right. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to be here at the same time, same place on Friday. Please come back, bring your questions. I will have the sound fixed by then, and we will have another amazing session. If you want to start getting access to early opportunities, Cryptonairz is the place. It's the place. That's all I got to say. I love all of you. Thank you for spending the time with me. It is truly an honor to learn and to grow with you. Thank you for supporting my YouTube channel, and I really, really do appreciate you. I will see you next time. Aloha. Sensei out. Bye.